So here's this weird thing that's starting to mess with me as I get older. So I'm a young Gen-Xer in my late 40s, but clock is ticking. But here's this weird thing that's starting to happen in my middle age. Younger people and older people are starting to annoy the hell out of me. It's not their fault. And I know to some younger people, I'm older. And to some older people, I'm younger. So I'm probably annoying as well. But I've noticed in the last couple of years, young people and old people are starting to annoy the fuck out of me. So here's what I mean. Young people have this thing, bless their heart, I used to be one of them, where they think they know everything and they think they can do anything. And then you look at them, you try to give them some advice, you try to, cheer them on, try to root them on, like, yeah. But they think they're better than you. And you're like, dude, you just barely learned how to wipe your ass good. Like, how are you telling me anything? But here's the thing. Young people do know stuff. And they know what's new. So they got a leg up on you in that way. But they're annoying because in their young, beautiful freshness, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They haven't experienced it yet. We'll put a pin in that, come back to that later. Older people, yeah, you've been around the block. You've seen some things. You know some things. Can you please hurry the fuck up? Can you move just a tad bit faster? Just a little bit faster. Can you get in the slow lane? Because if you know everything, then you know motherfuckers are trying to go. And I'm not talking about driving. I'm talking in like almost everything. It could be like explaining something. It could be asking you to do something. I don't know what it is. But there's some older people. There's some older people that are cool as fuck. You'd be like, I want to be like you when I get older. But there's some older people, as they get older, you're just like, and this is, I want to have a nice, good, healthy, long life. However long that is in this avatar experience we call life. But let me say this. I do not want to become one of those older people that has that. Bill Burr makes it, I think he says something like this in one of his comedy clips. I don't want to become one of those older people that look like they're scared at like the wind. And like, anything could come and kill me at any moment. Move me over to the side, put me in the slow lane. Keep an eye on me every now and then. But I do not want to become one of those older people who look like, boo! And then they just have a heart attack and then just, that's the end of it. Grandma passed away. But I'm in that middle age where, like I say, who the fuck am I? I'm older than young people, so they're looking at, I don't know how many times I've been called Uncle Old School. It's, as far as I'm aware of, it's always been respectfully. But still, it's an acknowledgement. Motherfucker, we are not the same age. You are not 25 no more. You're not even 35 no more. Unc. I could call you Grandpa, Gramps, and this and that. I'm not a grandfather yet. We'll see when that day happens or whatever. But Unc, old school. I got old school. What up, Unc? What up? I remember I snuck the line once, trying to get into this one event, entertainment venue. And I didn't really sneak the line. Long story short, I cut the line. And security was like, hold on, man. I was like, hey, man, I'm just going over here, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Because I do business with the place, so I did feel a certain privilege in cutting the line. But I'm like, I know the manager, and I'm just going over here to do this. My man like, hold on a second, man. Let me see your ID. Give him my ID, looks at it, looks at me. Hey, man, what you doing? You old enough to be my uncle. I was like, hey, man, so as your uncle, I ain't out here trying to do no dumb shit. I'm saying? I'm past that. The point that I'm getting to is that who the fuck am I? I'm middle-aged. I'm in my late 40s. I'm about to hit 50 soon. And, like, motherfucker, that's not young. But it's not old. Unless you got an old mentality, it's not old. And so there's, of course, as you get older, there's only so much you can do physically. Things start to change, of course. But again, I don't want to be one of these older people who think they know everything and haven't read a book or gotten any new data since 1987. And I don't want to be one of those older people that look like a dog barking might make them shit their pants. But I also was not one of these younger people. I don't think I was. I was not one of these younger people who you can't tell them shit. They all... How you gonna tell me you should have done it better in your day because we doing it different and bigger? And shut the fuck up. We'll see in 2-3 years. I like to say 2-3 summers. We'll see in 2 or 3 summers how your situation has changed, how big you done got. Shut the fuck up. But I'm in that middle age where I can get attacked from both sides. Younger people can look at me like, this is where your life has brought you. And older people can look at me like, you don't know shit. I talked and walked with Dr. Martin Luther. You'd be like, all right, man. So it's just weird that I'm feeling this way because when I was younger, I don't think I had any negative feelings toward older people. They were just older. It was like, oh, you just older. You know, you got a different life and different experience. You're just older. But something happened in my middle age. Like I say, people comment, let me know, whatever. If this is just me or if you felt something happening. And now this is something that does always happen to people as they get older. It's generational. It's fucking generational. As you get older, the generation after you, the generation that's younger than you, they ain't shit. They don't have a work ethic. They don't have values. Who the fuck are these people? You know who they are? They are kids. Our nieces and nephews. We raised these motherfuckers. So how is you talking shit about who they are when they're kind of a reflection of who you are? But it's generational. It is generational. Every generation thinks that the generation after them is softer, no work ethic, and will be the doom of all of us. And there's some truth in that. But every generation also does certain things and rises to the occasion and leaves their distinctive mark. And it's up to older people, middle-aged and seniors, to help them out as best as they can because the ball is in their hands now. The ball increasingly is in their hands. So we got to help them out. But younger people, they also need to be respectful in that, like, the ball used to be in our hands and we did what we did. Go look at the numbers, go check the records. And unless you listen, unless you're willing to incorporate new data, you ain't gonna do no different. But as someone who's middle-aged and also being a Sigma male, I like to see both sides of the story. It's funny for me being middle-aged that I can see younger people be like, college, haha, them 20s. And I can see people in their 70s, 80s. I had a dude, 81, the other day, challenging me to a game of basketball. I said, that's another story. But anyway, look at older people and be like, I see you out here. I see how you doing. You give me an example. You giving me hope for what maybe is coming for me. But being middle-aged, I also am stuck in between these motherfuckers, and I'm like, you shut the fuck up and stop being so loud. And can you die or straighten up? Like one or the other. Like, what is you doing? But who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are we? These middle-aged people. Like we know what the fuck we talking about. We still out here making mistakes, but then trying to tell somebody what to do. So I don't know. This your boy. Something that just popped up in my head. I've experienced at different times going out or driving or doing different things. These young people irritate the fuck out of me, and these older people irritate the fuck out of me. But who the fuck am I? So, I don't know. I know what I am about to do. Tap this real quick. I'll get at you.